Good morning, everyone. I am doing a little impromptu this morning, so I'm just going to be showing you a quick little card today. Oops, let me turn my volume off. There we go. So, if this is your first time watching me, welcome. My name is Terry Brummagem, and I own Crafts a Latte, and I am happy to be back on today. Excuse me. And I just wanted to touch base and tell you that I've missed all of you. For those of you that don't know, I had a back surgery and have not been able to come on live. And so I'm very excited to be here today. And so good morning, Abby. Does it look blurry to you, or are we good? So this is what we're going to be showing today. I think this is absolutely adorable. I mean, who doesn't like cute little owls? And so I have brought it together with a couple of different stamp sets. And so I'm going to show you ahead of time the product that I'm going to be using. Good morning, Deborah from Arkansas, on her way back to Kansas City, and Abby is in North Carolina. So I absolutely love everyone joining me from all over the United States, and please let me know that you are here. And that reminds me, I actually need to share to my group so that everyone who is part of that can share there too. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. So I think it should be on the group. So this actually does take a couple of different sets, but I'm okay with that because for those of you that have been watching me, I try to redo certain stamp sets and die cuts and embossing folders to make sure, good morning, Madison, that everyone gets good use out of their supplies and products from Stampin' Up. So with that being said, we are going to be showing the new Stampin' Cut and Embossing machine, okay? If you do happen to have your catalog, this is the new August through December 2020 mini catalog. It's the holiday catalog, but they've just renamed it. So I'm going to show you what page some of these things are on, okay? And so we're using the Magic in This Night suite, and I absolutely love it. For those of you who do not celebrate Halloween, that is okay, because there's so many paper sets in here that are so versatile that you can use on other sentiments. A little closer to see it before you work on it. Yes, I will do that, Deborah. Thank you for letting me know that. So when you get our designer series paper from Stampin' Up, it is versatile. It's front and back. So what I've done is I've done this little cheat sheet chart to show you, like, this is one set, you turn it over and you get this on the front, this on the back, this on the front, this on the back. The reason I bring that up is these would be real pretty, and this one that you could use on any kind of occasion, any kind of sentiment. So this does not just have to be Halloween. The dots over here are your coordinating colors. And so we have black, basic black, blackberry bliss, Cajun craze, pretty peacock, and whisper white. So those are what we're going to be using today. Okay, so that is that. And this is this entire suite. For those of you who may not know and are just joining us, anytime you are in the catalog and you see a suite, that's everything included on this page, you just put in this one code number. Otherwise, you can pick and choose what you want, and you can be selective. For example, this glitter paper that we have here, it's glitter and it doesn't make a mess. Yes, can use for fall and Thanksgiving. That's right, Deborah. And I absolutely love our glitter paper, and I'm going to be showing you how we're going to be cutting those down. I tried prepping as much as I could because I really just want to start coming on more often and just doing smaller projects. Okay, and then here we have the embossing folder, and I am going to do what Deborah suggested, and I'm going to bring the card up and hope that you can see it clearly, because I will show you kind of what I've done. So we have embossing, we have some shading, we have some die cuts, we have stamping, and then we have coloring. And then when you open it up, okay, then I used a stamp set that I'll show you here in a minute that has these corner borders. So yes, I did bring in some different things. Oh, is Carol on? Deborah said, hi, Mama Carol. Awesome. And so again, this is what we're going to be doing. So what I did, I'm going to actually leave this here. So right here, this is the embossing folder. And I absolutely love, this is a fun, it's called Cobwebs, and it's a 3D, okay? And I don't know if you can tell by me coming up closer how really fun that is. And so what I did is I cut this gorgeous grape at 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, okay? And to save time, I went ahead and did that ahead of time. And I put it in straight up to the line and ran it through our new die cut and embossing machine. And I'm going to show you that when I'm ready to do some of the cutting, okay? So I ran it through the machine, then we have this, and then I just took my Memento black ink, okay, and take the lid off, and I literally just stamped with a stamping dauber, and I went around the edges like so, okay? And I went ahead and did that all the way around. And you know, you could even put some on the top to give it a little shading, okay? So that's what I did there. So you've already learned a couple of new techniques just being on this quick, how you can emboss it and then do some coloring. So that's what we're gonna do with the folder, okay? Then what we're gonna do is, let me move this out of the way. I'm gonna turn the page and show you that we are also using this set here called Have a Hoot, okay? And that is this stamp set right here, okay? And I absolutely love this. You can do Halloween, you can do Christmas, you can do a cute little Valentine, you can just do any occasion on this. I just realized you may not be seeing the whole thing in the screen. And so this one right here is the one that we are using today. But what you could also do is cover this little spider and maybe put a heart on it or a leaf and make it whatever occasion that you want. So just because this is stamped, we can cover that spider and make it literally any occasion you want. So we're going to be using that. So then I'm going to show you real quick. So that's on page 62. Then for the inside of the card, so that I can remove this catalog out of our way, we then are using the festive corners. What I really like about this one as well is it's got all different occasions. Love you lots, Christmas, Valentine's Day. Again, it can be used multiple times, which is why I really like stamp sets like that. And that's how I was able to get this effect here. I just stamped once, added the spider, and boom, you're done. And I'm going to show you exactly how we did that. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and get the catalog out of the way. Again, if you have not received a catalog yet and you are not working with a demonstrator, I would be happy to send you a catalog. Just let me know. And you can subscribe to my new website blog, craftslatte.com. If you subscribe there, you'll get all of my notifications, my PDF, which is this right here. This is what's called a PDF. This is the step-by-step instructions of how I made this card today, okay? And all of the supplies necessary. And again, you can switch it up, but on my blog, if you subscribe, then you will get this PDF for free, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I think I'm going to show you is what I did here. Some of you have seen me show you this before. This is called the Stamparatus, okay? I absolutely love it. When I first started with stamping, I was so nervous to stamp. And when I saw how this worked, it was a game changer for me. So what you do is you set up your doors and they're reversible. So you'll see as we go, I'm going to kind of go fast to show you, but I just have everything as a template because I actually made 25 of these for what's called a swap. And so instead of doing it several times and trying to line stuff up, I put it on my doors to try to stamp it and make sure that it's in the same place every time. So with that being said, the card base is basic black, 8.5 by 5.5, and I scored it at 4 1/4. Then you take one of my favorite tools, which is the bone folder, and you just burnish that down to give it a crisp fold, okay? So I'm gonna actually move this out of the way just for a second. Then what I did is I took the Magic in the Night DSP from this set here, and so that is the cobweb one, and on the reverse it's got flowers. So again, you can use it for different sentiments and such, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and glue this down with our Stampin' Seal adhesive. This is our new adhesive, and it takes some getting used to, but I am actually really enjoying it. It actually does not take much, and it doesn't take much of a pressure. That's what I was doing wrong, is I was just stamping it a little bit too hard. Or not stamping it, but pushing down too hard, okay? So here we have our base. I'm going to put this over here so you guys can see. Then what we're going to do is in that suite, let me show you how fun the ribbon is that comes with this set. Okay, again, this is a suite. So I've got 2 different colors of ribbon that we're using today. And you'll be surprised how really fast this is once you get it all laid out. So we are using this really fun metallic mesh ribbon. And I'm going to try to come up close so you can see it. But you can do all kinds of really fun things with this, okay? So we use that, and we just did enough to border it around the gorgeous grape. And then I took a strip of the glittered organdy ribbon, okay? Thank you for all the loves and likes. Thank you so much. And I really like this one. It actually has glitter in the ribbon, which I thought would look real pretty with the glitter paper that we're using. Okay, so let me show you how I did that. So I'm going to go ahead and move these out of the way, and I am just going to wrap enough ribbon around, and I actually didn't even need to use as much as I did. Okay, so what you can do is you can take your Stampin' Seal and just put some adhesive along here and then push it down, and I want it maybe just a little bit in the middle. And so you're just going to push that down, okay, pull from one end, and now we have our netting. Well, good morning, Sandy. Good to see you. Then what I did is the same thing with the glitter. I am just going to put that in the middle, okay, fold it over, and make sure that there's enough adhesive there to hold it. And if you're questioning it, then just come back over it with just a little bit more. Now we are ready to put our gorgeous grape layer down, and you see how fast that went, okay? So now that is done. Then what I did was, let me clean my mess up a little bit. Now we are ready to do some stamping. So I'm going to put this here, and show you how I did the, let me put this up here to make sure that we are in fact in the screen. So what I did first is there's a couple of ways I want to show you that you can do this. You can either just stamp directly on this, like this, and then you run it through the die cutting machine. What I used for the globe, this is a really fun set. It's called Snow Globe Scenes. This actually carried over from last season's catalog. Well, good morning, Kayla. Thank you for joining us. And I was so happy. I need what's on the printer. I was so happy that it carried over because I'm going to be doing a Christmas card with this. And so these are the 2 pieces I'm using for the globe. Okay, actually, there's 3 pieces, but it's here somewhere. So what I did is I'm going to show you 2 different ways you can do this, okay? And I'm going to take a stamp set, put it behind to give me some leverage for when I stamp, okay? So hopefully you can see that good. I'm just going to stamp my globe, okay? and then I'm going to show you what we're going to do. So I'm using it as a template. So if you want to cut out on the die cutting machine, which I can show you here how we did that, just ran it through the machine. What I did is I made 25 of these first instead of stamping, trying to center it. So I made a template, okay? So then you put your blank Whisper White in there, and then you go ahead and stamp. And let's say you don't like the way it looks, or you've got some smudges, you can flip it over and wipe off your stamp and redo it, okay? I've already got one ready to go because I realized when I was stamping, I actually did stamp a little bit too hard, and I got it on the edging, but that's okay. Because I've already got one ready to go for us to color, okay? So, how do I get the look on the inside? Well, I just came in, changed my door, okay? I'm going to take this off the hinge, and I'm going to put this back in just to show you, okay? Then we come back in this way, and we center it up where we want it, okay? And I actually think I'm going to move this up just a little bit because I had taken this off and used it for another project. So I'm just going to be showing you here how easy it is to restamp this, okay? And then we come in and we do our layer, okay? And there we have it. So you can see how really versatile it is to be able to do that, okay? We're going to do the same with the inside of the card. And let's go ahead and do that now. So we took a 5 1/4 by 4. I thought I had that cut, but we'll come back and do that, and we'll clean those up because I want to show you now that we've done our stamping. So now I'm going to show you the new fun machine. I know some of you have seen this, but I wanted to show you how easy and smooth it is. So here is the new machine, okay? It's got Stampin' Up on it, and to open it, you literally just open the sides like so, and it comes, everything that you need comes in the initial packaging, and it comes with numbered, actually let me do it this way, it comes with numbered plates, okay? So the first one that you always need, and it's numbered, is number 1. So this is what is called a sandwich. So we're going to start building our sandwich here. So it's number 1. And then when you are cutting, you want to make sure that you use the number 2. When you're embossing, you do not use number 2. And what I love about this is all of the directions are right here, numbered, and it makes it very, very useful. Then we have 2 of our number 3s, and you can see where I have used this before, and that's fine, okay? And then we're going to go ahead and put our glitter paper in, okay? Let me see, where's my glitter paper? I had a strip here, but I'm going to show you because I don't know. Here it is. So what I'm going to show you is how I did this because there's a couple of different ways that I did this. So this is the base of the globe right here, okay? And then I also did the cobweb, but that's already done. And the cobweb came from the suite that matches the Have a Hoot. So I used this little cobweb, and this is the bundle, A Hoot dies. That comes with the set. So I just put the die cut on there, ran it through, and that gave me this one, okay? So to just show you a real quick demonstration, you just want to make sure you have it where you want it. And I'm excited to say that we are getting our magnetic plate in September. And we are also having a new special for anybody who's ever wanted to maybe get this machine at the best price possible. You can join my team for $99. And they are having a new promotion that they're actually including items for you to be able to have some paper, and I'll talk more about that later, but we're having a huge promotion coming up if you've ever thought about getting this machine, because you would get free shipping on your first order, which is huge because it's usually 10% of the order. Okay, so that's how easy it was to cut the base. So if you have any questions about joining, then just let me know. Okay, and let's see. So let's go ahead now and bring back our pieces and start building. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and I've got some coloring to do. Okay, and let's go ahead and put that die cut out of the way. And this looks like a lot, but it goes really fast, and it's so medicinal as well. I am using our combo blender pens, and I absolutely love these. It's very medicinal, and honestly, what I really like about them as well is they now come in combo packs of light and dark, and you it's just one code that you have to put in. Okay, instead of individually doing a light and dark, because people typically will get in a combo pack. So the colors that we are using are So Saffron Light, Gray Granite, Light and Dark, Highland Heather, and Soft Suede Light. So let me show you how fast it is to do this, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the Soft Suede Light, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna color in my tree limb here and my trees, and you can use either the blending side, or for these real skinny little tree limbs, I am actually going to turn it around and color so that I can get it without going out of the line. But I'm going to show you a fun thing as well, that we have it's called Color Lifter. So let's say you were to color outside of the line and you wanted to lift it, then that's what the Color Lifter does. So if you go outside of the line, which sometimes many of us do, especially when we're coloring fast, then you just run that over it like so. And I'm going to take the Color Lifter just to show you that it's in a white, and so if I wanted to just remove that when it dries, it's going to take care of that. Okay, so let's move on. I'm going to do my spider inside with the Gorgeous Grape because it matches my Gorgeous Grape paper. Okay, done with that. Then I'm going to take my So Saffron and color the eyes real quick. Okay, I just love owls. You know, I used to have a best friend, and she absolutely loved owls and collected owls. Her name was Vicky Mailing. She was an absolute gem. And she went to be with Jesus because she ended up getting ALS, which is a horrible disease. But I'm telling you that because I have just absolutely loved owls, and that's why I love thinking of her. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the dark gray granite and go over just the line parts and anywhere where I might want some shading and have it be just a little bit darker. So I kind of just do the layering, and anywhere I see like pre-done lines, make sure you get the wing. Then I'm going to come in with, with my blender pen and just color that in now and blend it. And it's just, these are alcohol based, and so when they dry, it even lifts even more. But it just gives some fun shading on it. And if you want more dimension, then you just come back in and really bring in those lines of where you want more shading. Okay, so we are done with the coloring. Boom. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put all of our pieces together. Okay, and so you saw me run through the base with the black glitter. Then I took the aluminum foil, ran it through the machine as well, and I'm going to put that here. And I want to make sure that I kind of lay everything out, because when I go to do my tag, I want to see where it fits. So now we have this new fun punch. It's in the holiday catalog as well. This is how you open and close them. Can you bring him close real quick? The owl. I just saw that, Deb. This one. It might be blurry for just a second, but to show you what that is. So these are 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, and 1 inch. So what I did is I took a strip and I just ran it through the white Whisper white layer. I slid it through and it goes all the way through. And you can turn it over if you want to make sure that it's straight. And then I just punched it. I'm going to turn it around and do the same thing. Okay. And if you trust yourself, that's great. Because there's little leverages that you can use. But if you are ever in doubt, just turn it over and you can see what you're doing. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and do the same thing with the black. But now, as you can see, I'm coming in for a banner look so that I can layer it. So I'm going to bring it in through here. Okay. And make sure it's centered. Come on, little guy. It's because I may have it just a little bit wider. There we go. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing. Turn it around, center it, and punch it. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and glue this directly down because I'm going to pop some of the other ones. So this one I'm going to stamp first, but this one I'm going to go ahead and lay down so that I can see where I want it on my card before I glue down the globe. And I want it to come off the edging a little bit. I didn't want it to be flush up to the card. So I want to come down just a little bit. Have it centered. Perfect. Actually, let me move this over just a little bit. Oop, that's kind of trying to move. Let me push this down. Okay. And then I'm going to come off the edge just a little bit and make sure that it's centered best you can. Then I am going to show you what I did. What I should have done is ran these through with our new magnetic, or not magnetic, but our adhesive strips. And when you pull it off after you ran it through the die cutting machine, it actually has adhesive and you just peel it off. I didn't do that this time because I wanted to show you that it's okay to have some glue on it because I thought it gave more of a cobweb look to it too. So I did not mind that it was, I don't know if you can see, but I kind of wanted it to have that effect. Normally I would use a different type of adhesive. So that's just going to go in the corner, and I'm not going to push this end down all the way until I see where I want to put my globe. Okay, and I just did the globe flat as well, because if you want to try to put this through mailing, you don't want to have 2 and 3 layers, and I get enough from the base of the dome. So I'm just going to go about, let's see, yep, just underneath there just a little bit. I think that looks good, and I'm just going to push that down. Okay, now I'm ready to go ahead and push my cobweb down. Then I took the base of the globe in the glitter paper. I'm gluing these two together, and now I'm going to take my black dimensionals, which are also a carryover from the last catalog. Okay, so I'm just going to go here and here, and if you want to use your pick tool, you can to take them off. I'm going to go ahead, I must have used mine at the die cutting machine, so I'm just going to use that to peel that off like that. That's how you know you've got it off, because they are black, right? So I'm just going to lay this directly on my cute little globe. Love it, love it. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring back my Stamparatus. Actually, I already showed you how to use the Stamparatus, so I'm just going to take this off and use my block now. I love our see-through blocks, and I love that they have a little handle grip on them. And I'm just going to go like this and go ahead and stamp our little, oh, there it is, our little banner now. And I'm just using Memento Black to be more precise. It's Tuxedo Memento Black. And I don't want to get it on my mat, and I don't have my grid sheet. So I'm just going to try to center this best I can. Okay, and I'm just going to go right in the center there. And I don't like how that looked because I didn't ink it enough. So I'm just going to turn it over. I wanted to show you how fun it is if you do make mistakes. Don't ever throw anything away. You can turn it over. You can cut it up into different things. Okay. and that's perfect. I like how that turned out. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over, okay, and add some adhesive. And I'm going to center that on my black, okay, perfect. And then what I'm going to use is in that same suite, I absolutely love these. These are one of my absolute new favorite dimension or embellishment. They're called iridescent pearls, and I love them. I've been using these on a couple of different projects. Here's my pick tool that I love. And so you just take it off with your pick tool and it lifts it just like so. And you're going to put it one there and one there. And there we have it. How cute is that? Let me make sure that we're not missing anything. And so, yeah, there we have it. And then, let's see, let's go ahead and finish the inside here. And I thought I had a piece of Whisper White for the inside. Let me grab one here real quick. You gotta sometimes have bloopers, right? Where sometimes you don't have everything that you need. But that's an easy fix. I've got it right here. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is bring back that Stamparatus and show you how I did the inside. Okay, let's clean up some of our mess. That's important to always keep your mess cleaned up, right? So I am going to go ahead and bring in and show you how I did the doors with the spider. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take this out. Go ahead and take my owl off because I'm done using him. And I see that I made just a little bit of a mess because I am trying to rush. I'm just going to go ahead and put that right here though. So let's see if I can remember, since I did this a couple weeks ago. I'm going to go ahead and change my door around. Okay. And how we did it is from the top actually. And I'm going to move it over here and kind of put it where, maybe put it right here to line it up. Okay, we'll see how that works. And I love the little magnets that hold it together. Okay, and that looks good. So I'm just going to go ahead and stamp this. Okay, put it down. And then I'm also going to do the same thing with the cobweb. Okay. And there we have it. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in, take that off, and come in with my spider. Okay. So my spider, I want to come in this way. Nope, that's not where I had it. Let's see, did I have it? I'm just going to actually use just the block is fine. Okay. And it's just a little cute finishing touch. So what I did is I may as well leave it on here. I just lined up the spider to the edge best I could. Just like that. So let's go ahead and close all this up and move our mess here. Get it cleaned up just a little bit. And then I'm just going to glue this down. Okay. And glue that down. Okay. And then you can decide even which angle you want it. I'm just going to go like this. Okay. And there we have it. So I really very much appreciate everyone coming on with me today. I so much enjoy socializing and fellowshipping with you. Once again, if you have not subscribed to my blog, it is craftslatte.com. I just got it and I'm really excited about that. If you like anything that you saw today, have any questions, please let me know. And if you do make an online purchase through my online store, please make sure to use the host code. That helps me to give prizes out and different things. So again, thank you so much for coming on today and joining me for Crafts a Latte. And I will be online tomorrow morning, a little bit more prepared. I just wanted to come on because I've missed everybody. And you can tell I'm a little, I can tell I haven't been on. Let's just say it that way. So yes, Deborah, what a hoot. Good job, as always. Thank you so much for the compliments. I very much appreciate it. It motivates me to come back on. So I will be on live tomorrow morning for coffee and a card. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a very blessed day. Bye-bye. Ta-da! Make sure that that's on there. And then that way you guys can see how they turned out. Okay? Thank you.